Is my mic working? Is my mic working? All right, looks like things are working. Let's get into it. Ooh, it's cold. Still freezing. I'm surprised my cold water hasn't frozen. I got like a cold water pipe that's not really insulated too well, and it freezes all the time. The hot water's not really insulated well either, but it doesn't really freeze. So all good. Let's see. So right off the bat today, I made a lot of mistakes. I came in here yesterday. And I said, yeah, the market looks bad. Probably no need for, really take a lot of trades, trade when you have advantage. I gave that whole speech. For some reason, I traded today. Yep. There's no real reason why. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I thought I can get lucky. I was anxious. I don't know. Man, I really don't know. Anyway, so let's get started. We can talk about the trades that I took today. They all were gappers. No bounces, no breakouts today, nothing like that. So I think there was like over time today there was like a couple of good stocks that like panned out, but overall like not really. I mean, at least this morning. This morning was pretty shitty. And things kind of faded at the end of the day too. So the market like went up, then it went down, then it went up again. No, it went down, then it went up, and then it went down, all in the same day. This is signs that like the market is just not like. I mean, to me, when it's giving you all this emotional roller coaster bullshit, like I just try to avoid it. But yeah, let's. So I took a trade in BMR. I have no clue why. There was no logical reason why I did. I took two trades in Cruise. I took a trade in Roblox, and then I took a trade in this micro cloud hologram, which saved me on today. But I still ended up down on today, even though I had amazing trade, and you're gonna see it. Like, but yeah, I over traded my ass off today. Over trading's never the way to go. I even started off the day and I said, man, maybe I'll just get lucky or something. I said something like that in the chat, and from there, I should have realized that everything I did from that point on was just going to be stupid. But whatever. I ended up down today like 1.7 R. That's very easy to make up, but I would have ended up like down maybe like 5, 6 R, 7 R, something like that, if I didn't trade Ola. So, but yeah, so let's get into the trades that I took. I took Roblox. This was just a classic setup. Nothing special here. I think I took this on the 1 minute. I did take this on the 1 minute. Um, so my stop was I got stopped out. My stop was zoom in a little bit more. We can't see. So I took Roblox. My entry was the top of this 1 minute candle. It pulled back. I love when these pull back, after making an open range high. I mean, everything makes open range high. So after my whatever open range high you're trading, it pulls back and then it reverses and then goes into it. I think this is a strong sign that the stock should have momentum. You shouldn't be seeing the stock pull back. And why I like this so much is because I try to trade very tight stops. So if there has been no bars, there hasn't been a low put in, there hasn't been any type of test of resistance on the day, it's kind of hard to like trade on a tight stop. So I usually think it's a better sign when the stock kind of reverses in the first couple of minutes, and well, it drops in the first couple of minutes, then reverses. Is pretty much what I'm saying. So I had a 1.92% risk on Roblox. It went up a decent amount. I was up a decent amount. I thought about selling because I seen the market was kind of shit and everything else is failing. And I said, hey, and I just never sold. And then it just reversed, and I said, man, what the fuck? I said, who cares, man? Just get stopped out. Like, you prayed on getting lucky. You didn't get lucky. And then, we switch over to the 5 minute. This is kind of like what it looked like on the day on a 5 minute. All right, so let's zoom in some more. And you can see that pulled back in the first 5 minutes, then it broke, and then if you use low a day, you would have got stopped out still. It didn't matter unless you put it a couple of cents under. But this bounced right off the low a day. You could have got a reversal, but even then, it still dropped after it ran up again. It got very strong at the end of the day, and then at the last 30 minutes of the day, it just faded again, and then it faded in pre-market too. So overall, just not a good sign. Um, yeah, that's not really what you want to see. So I took Roblox. I took Cruise. I took Cruise on the same opening range high. Because Cruise is a very slow stock, 2.55 ADR. So I took Cruise. I got stopped out. I really didn't care. Yeah, I took Cruise. I got stopped out. This happens if you trade on a 1 minute. The 1 minute was pretty wide though. I think I'm not exactly sure why I took it. 3.92 on the 1 minute opening range high. That's pretty bad for a 2.55 ADR stock. Like this is not what you want to do. But it was semis, so I took it, right? Because it was semis, so I took the trade because semis has been hot, and I think PLTR, that sector was also not exactly semis, but the hot sectors have been winning during this, I guess, correction, but the hot sectors have been still, pretty directional, pretty linear in a way. If you can get a good setup in one of these, so I went for it. It didn't pay out, but I thought maybe I can get into the PLTR. This was probably at the top of my watch list today. Was Cruise or Circus Logic? I don't even know what this company really does. It just said semis, right? Whatever. I see his mid cap and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, man, maybe it can make a good move in those low ADR. I tried it, so I got stopped out, and then I took another trade in here again. So I took the 1 minute open range high with the low of the candle. Oh no! I did not take the 1 minute open range high. This thing shot up, right? And I said before it gets too high up, I'm going to place an entry. So I placed the entry before the 1 minute open range high even finished. I don't know where my entry was. My entry was not that bad actually, but because I didn't want to wait for the ADR to get like ellipsed or so I got in before 2.55 ADR. So before the open was 2.55 up, I got in. So, and then I got stopped out, a couple of minutes later. And then I took some type of reversal somewhere on this setup. I think I took this breakout, what appeared to be a shitty breakout, because first of all, it's low ADR. Like you're not going to get some great intraday move, I don't think. So I don't know why I used the 5 minute to do anything like this, but yeah, I think I took like I'm pretty sure it was something like this. This is what I was looking at on the 1 minute. Yeah. I don't know. It could have been a 1 minute or 5 minute. Sometimes I don't even know which one I'm looking at during live because I switch back and forth a decent amount. Even though I try to propose my trades on the 5 minute. Usually I try to take all of the trades based on the 5 minute. So I probably took it like right here. But I know I had like a very small stop. The stop was like 2%. So it probably was this right here, somewhere around here. And I ended up getting stopped out later on in the day on Cruise. It actually went up a decent amount. So like it wasn't like it went up a decent amount for a while. Like I was up on it like pretty big on the reversal. But then I got stopped out because, if you ever do a study and you look at like the rate of change for a stock or a rate of change for your setup, you know that Yeah, usually you get dips around 11, 12, like going from 11:30 to 12 is usually like some decent dips, and we got that, and that stopped me out. So maybe I should have removed my stop or whatever. I don't know, but I just at that time, like, I had already lost two trades, so in my head I said, hey, you're just trading like shit today. You have no right to mess with a stop or use any type of discretion. The discretion should have been to stay out the market, but I did not do that. But I kept trading. Check that out. So right after I got stopped out on this, like literally right after I got stopped out on this, I said, you know what, man? Fuck it, we ball. So then I looked over and I looked at I want to say Olaf for someone, but I looked at hologram, and when I looked, I seen this right here. Literally, when I looked, this is what I seen. This is what I was looking at when I looked. So I'm like, oh, this looks nice. And I could have got in on this bar right here. And maybe I should have, but I did not. But I got in close to the high of this bar. I got in here. I immediately jump in. I place my stop. It's like 9%. So I get, over 10% of my account in because I risk 1% on each account. So I get like maybe, I don't know, like 11% of my account. I don't know, whatever it is, for a 9% stop. And this thing starts flying. I chip here. So I take some right off when it gets, because in live time, it doesn't look like this. In live time, you're floating over the Bollinger Bands. So I take some chip here. It runs up again. I chip some off here. Yeah, and then it pulls back, and then it starts going up again. I take some off here, and then I trail the rest. And yeah, so I got in probably like around here, and I sold out. No, I must have got in earlier because I was up 80% at one point. So I must have got in at the pretty close to the top of this bar. So something like this. So I had like I still had like around 9% entry or whatever if we round up. And yeah, I was up like 80% at some point on my last position. In my last position, I trailed it. I remember when this pulled back here, I was like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna sell some. I didn't sell some then. But then it reversed. So then I just sold on the reverse. I didn't even wait for it to break the 10-day. I mean, not the 10-day. The EMA 9. I usually wait, but on this trade I said no. Um, Mainly because I was trading like shit, right? And I needed all the profits I can get to make up for all the losses that I just took. I took four. Yeah, I had already took 3 losses on the day, right? I had literally took 2 losses on cruise, and I think at that time I took a loss on. Yeah, by that time I had took a loss on Roblox. So I'm sitting there like I'm down 3 losses already on the day. So I'm sitting there like, nah, I need to sell out of this as much money I can get. And only had like 25% of the position in. So if we go back to right. So is that all the trades? Did I cover all the trades already? Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, if we go back, right. No, I didn't take this trade. No, yeah, I didn't take that trade. No, I didn't take that trade, but I did take this trade right here. Like I said, I overtraded it. I took like 5 or 6 trades today. I took 2 on Cruise, 1 on BMR, 1 on Roblox, and 2 in this stock hologram. So I took 6 trades today, which is that I can. Some weeks I don't even take 6 trades. So I don't know. I was just on something today. I don't know if I just woke up on the wrong side of bed, but yeah, I took this trade right here also. So you see, like, this is kind of set up consolidating. It's not the cleanest, but it is at the top of the flag. I do kind of like it. Like, I think this is actually pretty good, you know? I mean, I took it during, and I was like, it looks all right. I was like, it looks all right. I think, in actually looking at it in hindsight, I think it looks better than I thought in real time. Didn't matter. Still got stopped out. I don't know why I can't draw a straight line. So, yeah, I took it on this break right here. As you can see, the Bollinger Bands was opening up. That's kind of like what made me want to take it. Either way it goes, it couldn't push past the Bollinger Bands, and yeah, I got slammed. I got stopped out, and then a little bit later, um, it just went fucking berserk, and then it went berserk into pre after hours too, and then it just kept going, and then kept going. No, it's not done yet. Yeah, like man. So this was definitely the best move of the day, without a doubt. We'll mark this up a little bit later in the stream today, but that's all my trades today. So 6 trades today, lost on 5 of them. 1 for 6 today. Some bad trading. And I didn't even, yeah, no, yeah. I took BMR. Yeah, I didn't even talk about where I took BMR like did I even take this one? I didn't take it here because I wasn't stopped out immediately. I took it here. No, 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 no. No, no. I took it here. So I took it on this high volume candle that looked like it had room to grow. And then my stop was, I was probably like, yeah. So I had like a 7% stop. This is low float, low market cap. So these things can go huge, and this stock, probably will go huge sooner or later. I don't know when, but whatever. Um, but I mean, this was like a regular EP. It didn't. I mean, it has all the characteristics, but it didn't really gap up that much, and it doesn't. Well, I can't say that much. Can't release the secret sauce. But anyways, no, go back. Yeah, it just didn't look that great. It just this stock. I don't know why I traded this. Like I don't know what I was doing today. I was just not focused at all. But that's probably one of my number one issues is I go through a series of stretches where for some reason I just lose focus and like I'm just talking a lot. I'm just doing other shit while trading and blah blah blah. Like, and I just start getting my ass whipped. But here's the crazy thing, right? So this trade was actually going very good. Now, once again, I shouldn't have been in this. I shouldn't have been in here because like, what am I doing in this mess? Like, this is not a real setup, at all. Like, I shouldn't be in this stock. And you see all this consolidation here, and then it broke, and I'm like, okay, we're looking good. Like, we're about to make a decent move here, bro. When I tell you, I got hit with the most slippage I've ever seen. Not ever seen. But my stop is literally so I got in here at 2 I got in here like 225, right? 220 somewhere around here. So I got in here around here, and this was, like I said, this was my stop. So I got like a 6-7% stop. So my stop is once again, my stop is at like, oh no. No, when okay. I must have got it in somewhere else. Okay. Oh, maybe I didn't get any slippage. Huh. Maybe I just thought I did. Maybe that was the regular trade. Hmm. Anyways, this stock jumped. Like, this stock was going up. It jumped from 233 to literally 210, and it sold me out. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking around, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, bro, like this was going in my favor. Look, if we look down here, look at the volume. Volume's going up. Like, it's just increasing at this point. And then the next bar, literally the next bar, it just shoots down. All the volume comes in at once. It just shoots. I don't know, man. The stock literally jumped down 10% out of nowhere. And I just got stopped out. And I'm just sitting there like, what? So that pissed me off. So after that happened, that's when I went back over. That's when I went back over here and tried to trade this setup right here. That once again, it wasn't the greatest, but I don't think it was the worst either. I mean, it's consolidating at the top of this flag, and if I don't know, if I'd have managed to stay in somehow, I'd have been up like 1,000% on this in the after hours. I don't know. So whatever. It is what it is. It was a shit day for me. Like I said, somehow I really killed this trade though. So I'm only down 1.7 R. I went 1 for 5 today, and I'm only down 1.7 R. So Shout outs to the execution on this. I can be thankful of my execution of this. It saved me a lot, but overall, I rate myself a F today. But a on no, not even A on execution on this because I think I could have got in here. I think I should have added here. It wouldn't have amounted to much, honestly, but um, yeah. So that's pretty much it. So let's mark this one up. Let's see if we still got it. All right, so let's get the drawing. So this is the whole stock. Now let's get the drawing. We actually probably don't even need to see this last part. No, we can keep it. The story's not really fully told here because like you really got to look at it in pre-market because if you look at it in pre-market, like look at this, it was already flagging in pre-market, so you already got like the strong signs that the stock was kind of doing its thing, like literally in pre-market it was killing it. In pre-market it's already up 150%. So yeah, and then it came out of here, but I don't think we can really capture all this because now when this bar comes in, it doesn't make it seem. I'll just show this. All right, so let's get the drawing tools out. So we got hit shift. We got and then we actually got another one here. I would not have taken this, but we need to mark this up. Someone in the chat was saying like, "Hey, it looks ready. It looks good." And I was like, I wouldn't do that because you can see the Bollinger Bands was contracting. How do you draw arrows again? Yep, there we go. We'll mark that up. And then we got another setup here. That was, I guess, decent. I don't know. I don't think I would. How do you redo? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have drawn it like that. I would have drew it like this. Right, and this last one, I don't know. Like this consolidation on the last one doesn't really look that good to me. But you really gotta notice, like when you look at this, you can see like the Bollinger Bands kind of give you a sign. Like if it's contracting, like this one wasn't really contracting, it just did on this. But like here, you can actually see it's actually contracting, it's actually pulling in. But on this breakout right here, you can actually see it's moving outwards. Like the top part's moving outwards, the bottom part's moving up. It's kind of like what you want to see. Regardless, I mean, if you even use the Bollinger Bands, you don't have to. I just do. And I use them from my day trading days, and this is day trading. So, I mean, I don't really consider myself a day trader, but this is day trading. I was a way better day trader than I was a swing trader. But I learned a lot more from swing trading. Day trading, you can just look at the same thing every day and just do the same thing and never. You can live inside a bubble pretty much. All right, anyway, so let's move on. We got this, we got this, we got this. Let's change the color to green. Let's mark our chip points. So we chipped here. You don't have to chip here, so I wouldn't mark that. But I chipped here. But you definitely did not have to. You get an exit here. So we can put red, and you get an exit here because you broke. Let's go back to green. Nope, there was only one chip point. I chipped a lot of times on this. I chipped like 2 or 3 times before we even got up that far. So yeah. And then from that can be new. So let's get the I'll do orange. Let's do text. I'll just put low. And then I'll just put high. Let's type a H. And then I can just type 80% move L to H. I don't know. Well, Yeah, actually, this is like a 7R trade. Seven R plus. What else can we do here? I don't really care. Say text. Let's type in entry. And we can kind of curl this one. Text. Stop. LOC. Enter stop. Lower candle stop. Text. Let's put chip. And yeah, exit. Okay. And what else we got here? We got another entry here. Oh no, contraction. This is a caution. So let's just text. Do yellow. Fuck. Yellow and then do text. Caution of BB bands contraction. Contracting. Yeah, and then we had another entry here that failed, I think. So let's entries are green or I just did orange. It's okay, that's cool. We'll just keep it. Text. Another entry. Oh, I was supposed to say failed entry. Failed entry. All right, cool. And then we'll just hit Control S. I can do Control Shift S, right? And then I can control the crop region that I want. And I can just take this and save that into the review. And this stock is 2/7/2024. Cool. Okay. Of course, I can't do that. Okay, I got you. I got you guys. I know. Can't add slashes, whatever. Do dashes. Yeah, there we go. All right. And that is going to wrap it for the stream. I'm going to, yeah, that's going to do it for the stream.